Hello and welcome to another episode of Pump the Brakes. I'm the host, Eric Evans. We got co-host Blake Amorine here. We're just going to hop right into the Mailbag Monday because the first question we got is, do I know who the hottest gambler on the planet is? And the answer is yes, I most certainly do. And I'm talking to him right now.
Yeah. I hate to see golf season come to a close.
God bless,
I wish it would go on forever. This 2022 golf season.
So, in case nobody figured it out yet, Ham hit another outright golf winner with Rory. You were on Rory and Xander, and I know in the text thread you said you had them like without the beginning strokes.
Yeah.
So since Rory won outright, regardless, like you kind of had that locked up early yesterday.
I mean, not really. There were still a few players. I mean, Homa was right in the hunt. Sungjae was really making a charge. He actually took a 2-stroke lead on Rory without strokes for a little while. Oh. So yeah, it's been a great year. That's 8 outrights. And I really had 9 because I picked Hideki to win Sony in my one and done league. I just didn't bet it. 8 outrights, all since the PGA.
3 I was going to say, and that's since like the end of May.
Yeah, got every playoff event right. We hit Willie Z, Cantlay, Rory.
That's and hitting 8 golf outrights in itself is nuts. Doing it in like 11 events is stupid.
It's really been crazy. It's really been a weird year for golf. The favorites are just fucking rolling. I mean, the favorites are winning every tournament. Like, it's crazy. I've never seen a golf year like this where the winners have pretty much lived from like 10 to 25 to 1. So the good players are winning. That makes it easier.
Well, yeah, that definitely.
Not to mention Rory started triple and then made a bogey. He's 4 over after 2 holes. So if he just goes par, he wins by 50 strokes.
I was like, oh, this is done already.
My main focus was on Xander. Xander was leading the without strokes board after round 2. And I mean, he's probably got the best East Lake course history outside of Rory. So I thought Xander was primed and ready, and he just kind of crapped the bed on the weekend. But yeah, I mean, golly, Rory, what you gonna say? The guy gained 4 strokes putting on Sunday. If Rory gains 4 strokes putting, he's gonna be pretty hard to beat.
Yeah.
And he just masterfully drives the golf ball. It's incredible. If he got more consistent with which he's still a good wedge and iron player, but if he got a little more consistent, I mean, you're looking, and he is, but I'm saying you're looking at, I don't know, maybe the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, Rory's probably a top 5 player right now. He's a generational talent. He's the best driver of the golf ball in the history of golf.
It's insane. Like, recently all the hype was around Bryson and what he was doing, but
yeah,
dude,
Rory is and will always be a better driver of the ball than Bryson.
He's unbelievable.
Rory wanted to do what Bryson did. He could do it.
Right. Yeah.
He's like 2 miles per hour behind on the ball speed right now, so it would be nothing for Rory to go add a few more miles per hour. But I mean, he literally one-handed. So I don't know if you watched, but East Lake was unbelievably wet all week. It rained and rained and rained. They played preferred lies the first 2 days. It rained again Saturday. Rory hit a one-handed follow-through drive on Sunday, and it's like one of the swings I had when I hit it like 15 yards dead left, dead duck hook. Hit it a 343-yard carry right down the middle of the fairway.
Carry. That's insane.
That's pounded. I mean,
that's pounded.
Smoked. He hit one on Saturday on a par 5. He cut the corner on the bunker. He outdrove Homa by like 60 yards, and they panned to Homa right after it. He was just laughing. Like, I mean, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
That. It's crazy. The guy, he's unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a year Rory had, and it should have been better, to be honest with you, but what a year he had. Won $27 million. Can't beat that.
That's nuts. Did you see when he walked off and did the money sign?
No, that's old. Yeah, that's an old clip. I don't know. That was a tournament last year. But
I was going to say he wasn't wearing that shirt when he.
Yeah, it's still funny to think about.
It is funny.
$27 million. 3-time playoff winner, Rory McIlroy.
That's crazy.
Generational talent. You're watching one of the best golfers of all
You know,
time.
he really is, and he honestly doesn't get talked about like that.
No,
he's been in Tiger's shadow.
He's got 4 majors, I believe, and everybody's kind of closing the book on him. People forget Phil Mickelson didn't win a major till he was like 36 years old. Rory's only 33. I mean, it would be nothing for him to rattle off 3 or 4 more, get 8, and have 30, 35 career wins. What he's done on the Euro Tour. I mean,
well, honestly, the last major that he won, when they said that was like his first one since 2014, I was like, no way, that's wrong.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't won one since 2014.
Oh, he didn't win.
He didn't win. I mean, he had an incredible major performance this year, but I mean, he could have won the U.S. and the British Open. He just kind of choked it away on the weekend. He just couldn't make any putts, which is weird because his putting was the best putting of his career this year. So golf's a fickle sport. It's a fickle sport. That's why it's so tough to pick winners. I mean, everything's got to go right.
Is it though? Is it that tough? Because what in the?
It's killed himself. Yeah, I never thought I'd pick every playoff outright. I mean,
that's nuts. You think that luck is going to carry over to next weekend?
For football?
I'm just saying in general. I know what's going on.
You're talking about this weekend or next weekend? Clearwater or Biloxi? I don't know. I probably won't. I don't know. I got to where I really don't like betting a whole lot on football. I just get so pissed off. That's why I like golf. It's like a 4-day journey. And even when you think you're out of it, like Rory, I mean, you start 4 over. Hell, Tom Kim made a quad on a hole about 6 weeks ago and won the tournament. So you're never like out of it. As long as the guy gets hot, you're good. So football's a little more tilting.
Is it? All right. We're gonna get a question from Kevin.
Here we go.
It's actually a good one, but it's kind of an easy answer because it's.
He asked me this last night. It's the stupidest question I've ever heard in my life. Go ahead. I already read it.
Would Tom Brady have as good of a career without Belichick? Like, yes, dude. He won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like that's not even a real question.
No, now it would have been if you asked the question before Brady left, like week 10. Okay, I get it, but then they fucking won the Super Bowl. So
he won the Super Bowl. He threw for 5,300 yards last year. Belichick has done nothing since he left. They got boat raced in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
So of course, Brady, the quarterback makes the coach of the NFL. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Period.
Oh yeah.
Period.
This question is from Ashton. Does LSU cover over 7 wins? And then he follows up, different sport. What's wrong with Josh Hader? Is he broken?
Yeah. Well, the second question, I was thinking about this earlier. It's real weird with these elite relievers, how they just seems like they have 2-3 years and it just flame out.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Diaz is back now.
Yeah, Diaz is back.
There was a stretch where he was like a 4 ERA guy.
But I mean, I was thinking about Dellin Betances the other day.
Yeah.
He was just like unhittable for 2 years, and then he just couldn't pitch.
Yeah.
And it just seems like their lifespans of dominance is so short.
It is.
Andrew Miller is another good example.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He's just gone now.
Like the first 2 months of the year, Hader didn't give up a run. And now I think it's like 6 innings he's pitched in San Diego. He's given up 12.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
When you put that Padre uniform on, you just start to stink. I'm telling you.
I guess so.
I'll stand behind that.
Yeah. Are they even going to make the playoffs? Like, I know they're technically in, but
they are dangerously close to missing it.
They're struggling.
Very close.
LSU over 7 wins.
I don't know. I think 7's probably the perfect number if I was eyeballing this. I mean, you're looking at – they should be Florida State, Southern, Mississippi State, New Mexico. That puts them at 4-0, going to Jordan O'Hare, and you got Tennessee at home. If you split those, it puts you at 5-1. You got Florida on the road and Ole Miss at home. So you split those two, and what does that make you? 6-2. You're not beating Bama. Probably not going to beat Arkansas on the road, so that's 6-4. So then you got UAB, you're 7-4, and then you got A&M. So I think 7's like the perfect number. 7-5. I said if they went 8-4, 9-3, they'd have like a great year.
Yeah.
I saw Herb Street said they were his sleeper this year, though.
Jesus.
Dude, the LSU's D line is going to be the best D line in the country. I mean, they got Alligay, BJ. I can't remember Ogligi. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. You got Mason Smith. I mean, these guys are going to be like high draft pick. Mason Smith might be a top 5 pick next year. I mean, he's a stud. Like the D line is unbelievable. A good D line can cover up a lot of things on a bad defense.
Oh yeah, especially in college.
Cover a bad secondary very easily. So
yeah, that's because the quarterback play in college isn't what it is. So it's definitely a lot easier in that case.
I just think Brian Kelly is a great coach. Like I don't think he's going to accept mediocrity. So.
Yeah, I think it's always hard in year one.
Right.
So like you said, 7 wins is probably about right.
Dude, when Brian Kelly got to LSU, they had 36 scholarship players on the roster.
Yeah, that's
a complete rebuild.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it.
So I was talking to some of the guys last night, and they're all obviously Florida State fans, and in their heads, they think they should beat LSU, and basically their point was, hey, this is year 3 of our rebuild. This is year 1 for you guys. So, and in that scenario, like that makes sense. Yeah. They should be a few steps ahead.
This is the thing, though. LSU has got a bunch of talent, so it's not like we just don't have any dudes anymore, and now we have a confident coach. So if Daniels can be serviceable at quarterback, which I think he can be, I went back and watched a bunch of his games at Arizona State. Like the dude can spin it. I mean, Arizona State might be the worst team in the Pac-12. Like Herb Edwards is a horrible coach. So
he really is.
Yeah, he's terrible. So I mean,
I was actually excited when they got.
Yeah, that was just like a rah-rah publicity hire.
Big time.
Yeah.
That's what it turned out to be.
We'll see, though. We'll see. I mean, LSU comes out and stomps Florida State. Who knows? Maybe 9-3, 10-2s in the cards. You don't know. You never know. I mean, that D-line is scary, man, I'm telling you. LSU's just got their – I mean, we're starting a true freshman at left tackle, so it's like –
that's not ideal.
Yeah, not ideal.
But we'll see. I'm very excited for that game.
Yeah.
We're just going to rattle off the rest of Kevin's questions.
Okay.
That last question was from Ashton. I don't know if I said that. Shout out AD. Also, second hottest gambler on the planet. Dude's on fire.
He never misses.
Our chat is in flames. And I'm just me and D's just sitting on the fucking sidelines. 2 idiots.
Oh.
Kevin says, do you believe the biggest improvement a football team makes is from week 1 to week 2?
No, that's just coach speak.
It
doesn't make any sense. Like,
I think.
Are you telling me a team can't improve more from week 2 to week 3? Of course they could.
Yeah, it is definitely coach speak, and I think it's just like, I've been called this multiple times. It's like a prisoner of the moment thing. Football's finally back. Week 1, not everyone's in game shape and this that. So week 2, naturally they just look better.
Right.
But if you watch every week, like you watch week 1 and week 2, like if you watch week 6 and week 7 the same, it's probably the same fucking thing.
LSU's going to play Florida State, and then they're going to play Southern from the SWAC. So odds are week 2, they're probably going to look a lot better.
Probably going to look a lot better, right?
Naturally.
He follows up. What's a grape bomb? Well, Kevin, I'm glad you asked.
Mm-hmm.
A grape bomb is my favorite shot to take. And it is just chilled grape vodka with Red Bull.
That's terrific.
But for these bartenders, basically outside of Pinellas County, don't shake Red Bull in your shots. Don't shake carbonation.
Fizzes up. Pointless. Yeah.
Oh.
Surely Kevin will have a few grape bombs when we come down there in a couple of weeks.
I talked to our liquor distributor now, which is also Andrew from the podcast.
Oh.
I said, buddy,
yeah,
I need some pickle vodka by September.
Oh.
So he said
he'll work neutrals on it. And that's it.
There are plenty of them, but
okay.
I'm pushing for the pickle vodka.
No, we don't need that.
And then Kevin also asked, does Southwest serve beer on the flight from Tampa to New Orleans?
Well, that's a great question because last time I flew Southwest, I don't remember. The issue with Southwest is there's no first class. It's humiliating when you have to sit in coach. I hate sitting in coach.
Oh,
it's the walk of shame.
Will you When's the last time you sat in a middle seat on an airplane?
Oh God, I don't know. You know, Southwest is just pick your seat, like first come, first serve. And we got, the only flight available at the times we wanted, we had to get in the last group. So we'll probably be separated and sitting in middle seats, unfortunately. But that's a short flight. That's like
It
wheels
is, yeah.
up, wheels
That's
down.
not too bad.
Yeah, so whatever.
I
don't know. I honestly don't know I don't remember and I just flew Southwest to Denver not too long ago.
They serve alcohol. Of course they have.
I'm sure they'll have something.
They'll have something. Yeah. I've never flown specifically from Tampa to New Orleans, but I know where was I in February? Oh, the week after the Super Bowl when I came up there. Yep. I was on the literal first flight that Southwest started doing, or not Southwest. It was American or whatever, but it was the first day they were allowing alcohol sold on the plane.
Jesus, what a comeback!
Yeah,
wow,
yeah, it was fantastic. But I can't drink on planes. I just start sweating. I get into a panic. I can't. I'll do a couple airport beers, but I need like a solid.
What do you mean you can't drink on the plane?
I can't.
That doesn't make any sense,
dude. I start shaking and just sweating. I don't know if it has anything to do with the altitude.
No,
dude,
that's pitiful.
It kills me.
You're a grown man.
I know, and I can't.
Jesus,
I can't get it together.
That's unreal.
Trot wants to know, is Kylie in the coffin? Kylie's been in the coffin.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
He also asked if I'll be drinking next weekend.
Well, will you?
And then he follows up and says, silly question, you drink every day.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah,
I can't wait to be at the Thirsty Marlin. Shout out Thirsty Marlin.
Shout out. That's gonna be
that'll be a weekend.
It's gonna be a weekend.
Especially now, so I told you since Rory won, it's gonna be wide open. So,
I might just have to take off that Friday too.
I think you will.
What's the point of working?
I would have loved to go on a Universal, just on the record. I'm just saying.
Well, we'll talk about that after. This question is from future guest Nicole.
Okay.
She is going to be on the podcast. We're going to have story time. We're going to have a segment, story time. Nicole's going to come on.
Okay.
She was on Barstool Sports. I don't know exactly the entire story because we've only talked about it shithoused. But there was some flight attendant that something fucking happened and it got on Barstool, and I don't know. She wants to know how many styrofoam cups I have in my house. So, for those of you that don't know, I am a bartender that is extremely OCD when you don't use coasters. I hate the little rings around the bar. So what I did is I would buy a cup. I threw a BRA sticker on it, and I would take it everywhere, and I would put my White Claws and my High Noons in there. Okay. They don't smell. So when I was in Louisiana, what do you guys do? You take the styrofoam cups, which is, it's what I would always do if I didn't have that. But now, since I lost that cup, you guys have gotten me on. I take them home with me. Like, I don't throw them away when I leave the bar. I just bring them home.
But the reason that you use 2 cups and I use 2 cups are 2 completely different reasons.
They are.
I use mine to mix my drinks.
Right. So if I have a vodka drink, I will obviously do that.
Okay.
But I normally do it now because a lot of people have picked up on the styrofoam cup thing, and mainly because I've shoved it down their throats. So now that everybody has one, well, if I have 2, then I know which one's mine.
Yeah, and that's helpful because you drink every day.
Every day.
You wouldn't want to lose your cups.
So to answer Nicole's question, I got 2 here. I got 2 in my car, and it looks like 2, 4, 6. So I guess a collection of 10. I don't know why I just don't throw them away.
Just get a box of them. That's what I do. I have a box in my pantry. You can order them online for like nothing. Like 100 of them.
Well, I just get them at the Thirsty Marlin.
Jesus, free.
But the problem is I don't always start there. So if I start somewhere, I have to have some. I guess that's why I keep them. I don't know. Drunk Eric is he's oddly quite intelligent.
Oh.
Not book smart.
I don't know about that.
Zach, that's all the questions I got, I think.
Okay.
I don't see anything else.
Well, I love the Red Sox tonight. Like throw that
Okay.
out there. I do love the Red Sox as a little dog. I have not dove into football betting for the weekend. I believe I should have the playbook tomorrow. If you'd like me to send you a text. Well,
I mean,
I'm just saying. I really hate myself. I won on Illinois, and I loved Vandy, and I got on freaking UTEP, and they just got boat race in the second half. 1-1 for me to start the year. I think I lost $82.
yeah. Well, the best part about that whole night and day, we were all excited. The chat's going crazy. And you said the only thing that we don't want to happen is you don't want to have to chase Hawaii at night.
Yeah, I hate it. But I like Vandy, so I don't know. I should have just bet Vandy. I got caught up in this UTEP bullshit for some reason. I don't know why. UTEP was up. They were rolling.
Did you read the playbook?
No, Jesus, no. They got inside the 20-yard line 4 times and scored 3 points. It's a pretty good way to lose. Pretty good way to lose.
That's not going to cut it.
No, not at all. So here we are. And I had already promised my friends if Rory won and Illinois covered that I'd throw everybody's name in a hat, draw the names, give them a $500 free bet. Turns out Jameson won. He could not be contacted. Got a reply in 30 minutes. I had to redraw it and move on. Yep. The richest man in the chat, Josh Holman, ends up winning. Gets on the Cardinals. That hits. Boom. He even has him a nice little Sunday. So, not to mention while we were together at the bar watching the golf, he live bet Rory at like plus 200. So he had himself a Sunday. The BRA.
That's just money making money, baby.
That's it.
Making money.
Yeah.
What's on the schedule this week? You want to try and do something Thursday again? Get ready for the weekend of college?
Yeah, we do Thursday probably. Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should have a good idea of the board by then. What I'm seeing clearly.
All right. Yeah.
My pick 5, I have to pick college this week, but like after that, I'm just betting straight NFL. Too many variables in college. Like I know who's good. There's too many teams. There's 300, 400 teams.
It's impossible to.
NFL, there's 32 teams. Know who does what good, who's got weaknesses, what can be exploited.
Yeah.
College, not possible. I'm sorry. If somebody tells you they know all about college football, just turn around and walk the other way. I think last year in the pick 5, you could break it down by what sport. I think I hit like 73% in the NFL. Some crazy number. They're killing it.
Man's on fire. So for future Mondays, I still want to do the mailbag, but I would, just like a Monday morning recap.
Okay.
We do Saturday, Sundays.
Mm-hmm. Give out some plays on Thursday.
Yeah, and then it's like probably the first half hour of the show we could do that, and then like the last 20 minutes we can knock out.
Okay. I'd like to see you have 5 guaranteed wins. 5 plays on Thursday.
5 plays on Thursday. Okay.
5 guaranteed wins.
All right, so we'll try and do that every Thursday. I'll be part of the pick 5, and I will pick my own 5, but
okay,
it'll just be for the pump the brakes record.
Okay, I love it.
All right, well, that'll do it, and we will see you Thursday.
Goodbye.